lied. David with the $25 says, instead of using Jesus as an example, in my opinion, use Wally and Eve from the movie Wally. Why does the guest think that Wally is a he and Eve is a she? Really good point. Thank you so much for the $25, David. Let's get 250 David W's. Then Roger, thank you so much for the $50.
YouTube. How's it going, YouTube? There we go. You got it all set it up. It's self-defense. Do you think murder is legal? If it's self-defense, it's not murder. Murder is the unjust termination of human life. Give me guest access before I ban you. Yeah, you have guests. You can come up in live. You can request up. I never took away. I never banned you.
Before I ban you, what? How are you gonna ban someone on their own stream? Guess what I'm about to do.
I have no idea.
Bro, you should know this.
That.
Yeah, you can hear it.
Yeah.
And I have a hockey game to watch later.
You can mute guests in the chat and like ban them in the chat, but on here on the panel, no.
Before I ban you from TikTok and YouTube.
Speaking of, what's up, YouTube? Also, LM, I sent you an invite. We can debate on it.
How long were you live on YouTube after you got off earlier?
I do it. I forget sometimes, and I leave it on for a while. That's my bad. I always forget. Like I said, I neglect YouTube. Donald Trump was laughing at the No Kings protest because he's still the president.
Okay.
Nice cope, man. Let's see what YouTube chat's saying. Let's see. Yep, he's still president. You can't mute Ray. In the comments section, you can. Comment section, yeah. How come the ICE are more diverse than the No Kings protesters? No, you can't. She commented earlier.
Hello, host.
How's it going? Do you support Trump?
Yep, all the way.
Why?
Because why not? Why don't you support him?
He's selfish.
What's wrong with being selfish?
The way he's going about it harms everyone but his top billionaire buddies and himself.
I'm not getting harmed by it.
Cool, the average American is.
How are they getting harmed?
Worth of the dollar's down. GDP growth went down compared to 2024 to 2025. Inflation is expected to be 4.2, and it went up in 2025. Gas prices are up. Food away from home is up. Food at home is up. Energy is up. We're in a new war. The Epstein files have not been released, etc., etc.
That's hurting financially.
What?
If they're getting harmed, then they would be having physical injuries and have to go to the doctor. That's what harming is.
Harm doesn't just mean physical.
No, harm means physical, host.
Have you ever heard the term physical harm?
Yeah, physical harm. Physical harm.
Yeah, well, he didn't say physical harm, though.
Harm means physical.
Then
or
there would be
mental damage.
Oh, see, now you say mental damage. But how does mental have anything to do with financial?
According to Merriam-Webster, harm is going to be physical or mental damage.
What does have anything to do with physical or mental?
Yeah, I mean, if people can't afford to eat, like food away from home has gone up, that's impactful.
But how's that mental? Boom, roasted.
This is not even like a gotcha. Like you're not even making any sense. Do you actually have an argument as to why you support Trump?
Yes, I just told you why.
Because you can?
Yeah, I like the guy. He's a good guy. I like him.
Dude, why do you like him?
Everything he does for the country. He cares about the country.
How so?
Yeah, Crippled Kevin's right. He brought oil prices down.
Okay, calm down, buddy. Calm down. It's not
Yeah,
your
calm
fault.
down.
No,
My
no, no.
turn.
I'm trying to tell you why I support him. He brought oil prices down.
Oil prices are at $170.
No, 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 they're not. You haven't looked at West Asia.
Crude barrel. Oh, sorry. The amount of per barrel is up. 100.
How much is it up?
I think before it was like $60-$70. Now it's at like over $100. It's been roughly.
Are you a dumbass?
How old are you?
It's 45 right now. I'm 22.
Yeah, but host, you can always go to power plant and then get the diesel and use the pump jacker to get crude there.
Gas is also
Yeah.
higher. It's at $4.
No, they're not.
Gas isn't.
Where's your
higher.
source?
Yeah, I don't know how you're getting $4.
Yeah.
Yeah, AAA.
AAA, that's insurance.
I already went and filled up my gas yesterday. It was $3.15.
That's great. Where do you live? What state?
MA.
Where do you live?
Am I? You can't hear? Michigan? Michigan State?
Okay. I don't know why you said the abbreviations and didn't just say the name.
No, I mean, you
Yeah,
probably don't
you're a
know that.
cornball for that.
Yo, Crippled, who are you talking to, buddy?
You.
The Trump supporters are fighting.
You're in a wheelchair, buddy.
Actually,
That's.
I don't support her. I did not vote for Trump.
Hold on. Pause. Don't say that. That's not something like to.
All right, my
that's not-
fault.
That's not an offensive joke. Like what?
Host,
I'm
you
not,
want
I
to make it
wasn't,
clear I did not vote
I
for
wasn't
him.
trying to be offensive. I'm just saying, like, you're in a wheelchair. I don't mean it in a mean way.
Okay, what does that have to do with anything?
I'm just
Host.
saying, like, he doesn't have to worry about gas whenever he can pedal himself around.
Yeah, my wheelchair's electric, actually.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, gas isn't just for like cars. Gas is used to literally also import a lot of things. I mean,
Name 5.
food.
Well, no, to import, you use a boat, and boat uses water.
$3.99. You said Michigan?
Yes.
Michigan's
Go
the
to
average
pay
is
$3.15.
the average in Michigan is $3.94. You're lying.
You're lying your ass off. How are you going to tell me I literally live here?
I'm looking at your average in Michigan is $3.94.
That's lies. I literally paid $3.15 yesterday.
Okay, if I told you I paid $12 for it yesterday, are you gonna believe me?
Yo, jackass, do you live there?
Yeah, but that's the average, host.
Okay.
So that means it's not exactly that. It's different at every
hold on.
one.
Yes.
It's the
yes.
average.
Thank you.
The national average is at $4.
No, it's not. And where'd you get this? Where's your? When was this last updated?
Host, that says
Today.
$3.99, not $4.
Okay, $3.99 is literally $4, bro.
No. Now, no. In your logic, should Trump tax everybody $37 for that?
What?
Yeah, I see what you're saying, Rio, yeah.
What?
You're saying for Trump tax everyone $37 for that.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Thank you, couple.
Yo, so I'm that dude who was on the Renee Good
Yeah. So you think it's
incident.
justified?
Yes,
Okay, why?
I do think it's justified.
Why?
Cause was first of all she was disobeying lawful order, which is illegal, and it is illegal.
It's not a death
It's a-
sentence.
Well, hold on. ICE agents they can't give any like orders to U.S. citizens unless they're like unless they're
impeding on a federal-
obstructing- yeah unless
Unless they're obstructing justice, physically obstructing in the sense of the officers cannot physically get past, and they could physically get past her car. That you could see cars passing her where her car was.
well,
That is the law.
her wife was also doing a little bit too much.
The wife does not, and the wife would not cause a death sentence for Renee Good.
I know, but she was
that
also
doesn't
doing
matter.
too much
That does
though.
not matter.
And what caused her death
It is
sentence
not
was
guilty
she
by
hit the officer
association.
though. What caused her death sentence was she hit a law enforcement officer,
Once
which
again,
is assault with a deadly weapon because she used her
uh,
car as a deadly weapon.
once again, he could have moved out of the way. If you actually go to hold on,
Wait, no, actually, no, he was out of the way,
1-2.
actually. What she did was she had turned left. She had hit him. Did she not?
Wait, hold on. Let me find the law again.
But yes, she had turned left and she actually had hit him, though.
No, she actually moved her. No, she was moving her wheels to the right so that she wouldn't hit him. Also, he broke.
She had turned
There's
left.
officer. What's it called? Officer caused jeopardy. What's it called? Officer caused jeopardy. I'm forgetting the exact term, but it's something along those lines. I'm forgetting the middle word, but officer caused jeopardy, in which you're supposed to approach the car from a 90-degree angle in order to avoid crossfire and getting hit by a car. And if you don't do that, you cause yourself, and you can't use lethal force. And it's not justified to use lethal force if you do not approach. If you the officer caused jeopardy, and then also, justice.gov 1-16.200 use of deadly force and prohibited restraint techniques, paragraph. You can go to like section 1 and 2. So she reversed, and then she turned her wheel to the right. So her tires were pointed right so that she could not hit the officer, right? Because he was on the left side of her car. Okay.
So how did she hit him?
She was trying not to.
Away.
Okay, she was trying.
She was turning towards him. So I don't know.
No,
if it was
she
like
was
backwards.
not.
I don't know
Watch
if
the
it was
video.
like flipped.
Watch the video.
She was turning towards him.
were
She
pointed the
literally
opposite
turned
direction. Don't interrupt me. Do not interrupt me. Okay. Her wheels were pointed away from the officer. Okay. And then we can go over the law. 1-16.200 justice.gov use of deadly force and prohibited restraint techniques. Section 1 and 2. Section 1 is deadly force may not be used solely to prevent the escape of a fleeing suspect. Okay. And then section 2. Firearms may not be discharged solely to disable moving vehicles. Specifically, firearms may not be discharged at moving vehicles unless 1. A person in the vehicle is threatening the officer or another person with deadly force by means other than the vehicle, meaning a firearm, or like any other object that they have in the car that could be causing harm. And then 2, you have to listen to the whole thing, by the way. I'm not going to stop in the middle. Listen to the whole section. The vehicle is operated in a manner that threatens to cause death or serious physical injury to the officer or others, and no other objectively reasonable means of defense appear to exist, which includes moving out of the path of the vehicle. Firearms may not be discharged from a moving vehicle except in exigent circumstances. In these situations, an officer must have an articulable reason for this use of deadly force. Okay, so hold on. Let me go back over this. And no other objectively reasonable means of defense appear to exist, which includes moving out of the path of the vehicle. He could have moved out of the path of the vehicle. He was on the left side of her car in front of the headlight. He could have easily moved out of the path of the vehicle. That was possible for him to do. That was 100% possible. Physically possible for him to do.
Okay, so 2 things.
It was not legal. It was not justified. It like breaks like trying to flee a scene and not following orders is not a death sentence in America. It's not.
Well, she did both anyway.
It's not a death sentence.
Okay, so yeah.
If you did that and you got shot, that would not be justified.
I think it actually would be justified.
It wouldn't.
Because first off, okay, so
we can't hear you when you're out of the app. Stop leaving the app.
Section 609.066 says basically, Minnesota law says that that any force to a peace officer with like a truck or a car or anything like that, they have the right to put a firearm in. But they can also use deadly force. That's Minnesota law right there. Updated in 2025.
Which law?
So Minnesota's law. Section. Section 609.066.
Also, they're federal agents, so they have to follow federal law.
In different cities and different states, they have to also use their law too. So yeah, section 609.066, deadly force.
Also, they're not considered peace officers.
So what are they? Law enforcement?
Peace officers or police officers. They're not peace officers. They're federal agents. So once again,
which is
my point still stands. Because that's for peace officers, not for federal agents. So yeah, if you're using what are you using to look up that law?
What do you say?
Would you look up to find that law? Would you use ChatGPT?
Actually, no. I just looked up the Minnesota law. It's their website. So yeah.
Yeah, but they're not peace officers.
And why would she floor it though if she was trying not to hit him? Why would she floor it? Because you hear the engine going like it sounds like it's like fast. If she did hit him, if he did suffer internal bleeding, so why would she want to floor it if she wasn't trying to hit him? And she was also trying to leave the scene too. So why would she floor it? Because she wasn't trying to leave the scene.
I never said she wasn't trying to leave the scene.
I know, but flooring it. I know, but flooring it is also a sign that you're about to leave the scene.
I never said she wasn't trying to leave the scene.
I know, but I'm just saying though, flooring it also shows that she is leaving the scene.
Okay,
you did
so
bring
what?
That up, so leaving the scene.
1-16.200.
So what? That's illegal.
Deadly force may not be used solely to prevent the escape of a fleeing suspect. Look it up, justice.gov. Justice.gov. They are federal agents. Justice.gov actually applies to them, not Minnesota law for peace officers.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, she didn't even, like, her car didn't even start that fast. Actually, the reason her car went even faster after she got shot is because she got shot and her foot continued pressing on the gas. That's why she continued to speed up and crash. It's because when she got shot, her foot was still stepping on the gas.
What'd you say?
I said the reason her car continued to speed after she got shot was because her foot was on the gas. And like, yeah, when you speed the reason she was not trying to hit the officer, and you can tell that, is because she turned her tires completely the other direction from where the officer was. The other direction. She turned them to the right. He was on the left.
So the officer did say to step on your car, right?
Yes, again.
So why did she not put it in park?
Like I said, not following orders, fleeing the scene, not a death sentence. Once again, 1-16.200, deadly force may not be used solely to prevent the escape of a fleeing suspect. You keep repeating yourself. The law says what it says.
But you're also disobeying law enforcement orders, which is illegal, by the way, right?
Again, just doing not a death sentence. Once again, does not matter.
And she did hit him, which is use of deadly force. So she was trying to kill him.
Just because you stole a pack of gum from the store, does that mean a police officer has the right to shoot you?
Did they hit him though? They didn't hit him with a car. They didn't hit him, did they? No, they didn't. But she had hit him with her car, right? She had hit him, which was maybe trying to kill him.
He was supposed to move out of the way of the car. That is the law. I read you the law.
Know,
Go read the law yourself. If you do not believe me, look up justice.gov 1-16.200. Read section 1 and 2. Read it yourself if you do not believe me.
So it's also
Okay?
snowing there, right? Because Minnesota, there's ice on the ground, so also
Minnesota, the
is
Minnesota
dangerous.
law you gave me. Once again, ICE officers are not considered peace officers. They are federal agents, not peace officers.
Yes, I understand it though, but still, there is ice on the
So
ground. So
that law
that means
does not
that that's
apply
so
to them.
dangerous to
Read the
move
law.
around.
Read the law that applies to them, and stop trying to justify what they
And
did.
but also does the Minnesota law does also
That law,
apply to them. The
that
federal
law in
laws,
specific,
the
that
federal
law,
laws, and the Minnesota laws apply
that
to
law
them.
in specific does not apply to them. That law says it specifically applies to peace officers.
It doesn't say that specifically though.
Authorized use of deadly force by peace officers. That's what it says at the start. That's literally what it's titled. Did you read it yourself? You gave it to me, I looked it up, and that's what it says at the top. I don't know so yes, that is what it says. It specifies that it's by peace officers.
I know,
And
but
so,
like still though, but she still did use deadly
I
force against him.
still what?
And
You are continuously denying federal law that applies to federal agents. You are purposefully ignorant. That is what you are. You are continuously denying federal law to try and justify your own ignorance. That's what you're doing. Because I read you the actual law, I corrected your misinformation that you're continuously trying to believe. You're trying to justify something that was wrong. That's it. That's all you're doing. And you're continuously trying to deny it. I read you it. I gave you the website name. I gave you the specific section that addresses it so that you can read it yourself. Did you look it up? Did you read it yourself so that you can follow it along? You can do it.
what?
I gave you it multiple times. Justice.gov 1-16.200. Move out of the way of the car, as it states you are supposed to do if you are able to. He was able to because he was on the left side of the car. He was physically
was he really
able.
though? Was he really able to?
I'm talking. He was
I don't care
physically
if you're talking or
able.
not. Was he really
He was
able to? Because it
physically-
was also snowing.
He was physically able to move out of the way of the
There was
car.
ice on the ground.
He was physically able to move out of the way of the car because he was on the left side of the car where the headlight was. He had time and space. But he didn't. He didn't move out of the way. And that's on him. He did not follow the law.
There
And
was
he
also
shot
ice-
her. He is not justified in using deadly force. It was not justified for of him to kill Renee Good. It was murder. And the government and the person you are supporting says it's fine. And he is actually blaming Renee Good. You are blaming Renee Good. He called her a domestic terrorist when she was unjustly given the death sentence for something that should not have been the death sentence. And it simply states that in the law.
So what if he so it is Minnesota, so it snows a lot. There was ice on the ground. What if he just fell in front of the armed car? These shots ran over him. There was ice on the ground. So what if he, instead of him moving out of the way, but staying still, if he fell in front of the car, he could also got ran over.
Did that
The
happen?
car could have gone up. It could have
Did that
happened
happen?
if he had moved. If he had
I'm
moved
asking
though.
you, did that happen?
No, it
Is
didn't
that what
happen,
happened?
though.
We are discussing what happened.
I know, but just saying that.
Yeah,
saying
I'm
that he
asking.
should have moved.
I'm asking
If
you
he
what happened.
did
Did you read the
move,
law?
If he
Did you read the law I
move,
gave you? Did you go to the
I did read
website?
law. I did.
Did you go to justice.gov, read
I just said
1-16.200?
I did. I just said I did.
So, do you understand how you're wrong and how it wasn't justified?
I'm not wrong. If he
are.
if he would have moved and ice down on ground, then he would have possibly fell in front of the armed car.
He should have moved. That's the law.
He should have moved, but still though, he could have fell.
That's on him.
Risking
That's
his
on
life.
So
him.
That's
it's his
officer
fault that ice
caused
was on the
jeopardy.
ground. If she wasn't
That's
even
on him
there,
for not following the law and not following the proper
if she wasn't even
procedures.
there, if she wasn't even there, then still then she would still be alive today. If she wasn't even
Hey, it's
there,
not okay. It's not comply or die. It's not comply or die in our country. We have the right to go out and protest. We have the right. Okay, if you don't follow orders, you don't just simply die. Okay. Once again, she was fleeing the scene. Once again, section 1 of the section 1 of the thing I gave you says deadly force may not be used solely to prevent the escape of a fleeing suspect. I gave you that.
No, but
And
she
you wouldn't
also
know that.
did not follow the law either, though. Did she? She did
Okay.
not follow the law.
Again,
So how is
Again,
she
that-
right though? How is she in the right?
did I say she was in the right? I said she should not have died. It's not a death sentence. It's not a death. It's simply not a death sentence.
If you hit someone with a 3,000-pound car that is actually trying to kill you, then they kind of deserve to die.
No, they don't.
If somebody hits you with a 3,000-pound car trying
No,
to kill you
people-
themselves,
She did not
Would you
try to
wanna
kill
kill
it. That
them?
was not her.
she
was-
did try to kill them.
Mm-mm.
She literally
Do you know what
floored
her
it. You
last
can hear
words?
the engine.
Do you know what her last words to that ICE agent were?
I actually don't know. I don't care about that last words.
You know what her? You should know. You should know. Her last
don't
words
know.
were,
I don't
"I'm
care
not
about
mad at you." Those were her last words to that ICE agent.
Okay, and Those
She
his
wasn't
words.
mad at them. She was simply trying to leave. She was actually helping cars get past. She was waving them past
So,
that they could
why
get
was
past
she
because she
flooring
was
them?
just trying to leave. She was
Why
not.
was
She was not obstructing their operation in the sense that they could arrest her. The only way that they could arrest her is if she was physically obstructing them to the point that they could not get past her. They could because other cars were getting past her car.
so why could she just not follow the lawful orders from
Again.
the ICE agent?
Again,
And
that
just
does
step
not
out of the
matter
car.
in the discussion of if her death was justified or not, because our country is not comply or die. Our country is
but
not
if she
comply or
did just
die.
do that, though, this would be like right now. If she would have just
That
followed the
does-
orders
Again,
from lawful agents and just put it in park, nobody would have got hurt.
That does not matter.
She would still be alive right now, though, if she would have did that. But she chose not to. She chose to floor it, and she chose to hit the ICE agent. And because she tried to kill him, she had.
She did not try
tried kill
to. She tried to not hit him. She tried
If
her
somebody-
best not to.
If
Actually,
she would have
She
tried,
turned-
if she
she
would have just
turned her
stayed
wheels fully away from him.
there, she still hit him though. If she would have just stayed there, put it in park, then just follow the
again,
orders.
Once again, not
If she
comply
would've
or
did
die.
that.
Once again, not
She
comply
would've-
or die. You're simply just
sometimes,
trying to
though,
justify.
if
You're
if you do
continuously.
comply,
You're
won't die.
putting your emotions over the law. The law is clear. I have given you the law multiple times.
Okay, and
Your feelings do not matter in the sense of what the law is. The law proves that her death was unjustified.
it actually was justified because she was trying to kill him.
No, the law shows it was unjustified. I already showed you how the law shows it was unjustified multiple times. We've gone over this multiple times and you're continuously ignoring it.
If somebody tries to kill you, would
Again.
you want to kill them? She tried to kill him. She hit him with a 13.
Once again, we've gone over how she
hit him with
was
a
not trying to
3,000
kill him.
pound- She was trying to kill him.
We already went over this.
She had floored it. You can hear the engine.
We told
Hey,
you
you
she
can hear the
turned her
engine.
wheels away from him. She was
Obviously,
not
with a
trying
floored
to.
it. Would you floor your car if there was 5 people surrounding you?
They were all on the left side of her car. She turned her wheels to the right. She was trying her best not to hit them. Her intentions were not to hit these people. Her
She
last
didn't wanna
words to
hit
that.
them. Why
Her
she just
last.
stayed there?
Don't talk. Her last words to that ICE agent were, "I'm not mad at you. We went over the law multiple
I know,
times
but how do you know
that
that's
he
actually true,
was
though?
supposed to get out of the way of the moving vehicle. He was not supposed to use firearms on a moving vehicle to disable it. That is the law. Your feelings simply do not matter when in terms of the law and determining if his use of firearms was legal."
No, but still, my phone might die. My phone finna die.
I said don't talk because he was talking in the middle of my sentence. That's why I said don't talk.
How's it going? Do you support Trump?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why
That's
is
why
that?
my username says Trump22. Because he is deporting the illegals.
Yeah, what's one benefit of deporting illegals?
Getting them out of our country. They're killing American citizens. Are you stupid?
That's circular, bud. You're saying deporting illegals is good because we're getting them out of our country. That's the definition of deporting, quote unquote, illegals.
Yeah, and
So
I
don't give me
explained to you, you
circular
fucking
argument.
retard.
Okay.
Fuck you, nigger.
This other person just not letting me in.
Bro, I just had dinner with my parents. It was a huge fucking mistake. My
I'm
dad.
probably gonna hop down to go make dinner. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna eat for dinner yet. She was not blocking ICE agents to the point that they could not get around her. They could get around her. It is only blocking ICE agents to the point that they cannot get around her. That's only illegal. Can we all agree Biden was a bad president? Was he the best? No. Was he the worst? Oh, no. He's better than Trump, for sure.
Videos you want me to watch in the Discord?
He's coming back.
Okay. Am I tripping or does this not look like a guy with a hat and outside my door when literally no one is there? Okay, that is pretty fucking weird. And also, he definitely lives in a haunted house. I ain't gonna lie to you, son. Yeah. Okay, hang on. When that, oh, let me see. Okay, yeah, that's pretty weird. That is. Okay, yeah, that's pretty weird. Yeah, and Scary reacts. Yeah, that's pretty weird. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's literally.
Now, Hunter says that he opened the door because, unfortunately, having strangers standing on his doorstep is a common problem. But
Go on,
it's
Cody!
usually easily solved.
We live in downtown Memphis, which means we're used to having a homeless population. Usually when it rains, we will have homeless people.
Bro, that haircut,
And
son!
It is sad, but we do have to ask them to leave because we're on a private property. Every time I have had to ask a homeless person to get off the porch, they've always been kind, sweet.
That's Preston Blaze!
Or just listened. They're just like you and me. They're just in much rougher circumstances. I was perplexed in the video because I thought my friend was that situation.
His own video to figure
Appreciate it,
out
bro,
exactly what he could have saw at his door that night. But it still just doesn't make sense.
The front of our house. That's out.
But he has never experienced anything like this. So just who or what?
What the hell, son?
Next up, a woman is recording a video with her daughter to show off her new blue LED pool lights.
Oh, Gigi.
But when she reviews her clip, she notices that
My
she
headphones are long as
accidentally
shit.
caught something
I have an
that is
extender.
downright creepy.
Cheers, Merc. Ah. Oh, what the fuck? Was that not a person? If that person...
Some odd translucent figure seems to eerily float around the edge of the pool, passing right through the woman's daughter. So are these figures just a trick of the light?
Fake.
Or did
Just
these
for
people
my well-being.
capture
Fake.
real
Fake.
evidence
Fake.
of the
Fake.
supernatural? A little visit Nuke's Top 5 viewer Jose Gonzalez sent me this strange footage that was captured just outside an apartment complex in Southern California. Jose says that the footage was caught by a family friend on a door cam just outside her apartment. It shows something that is truly bizarre.
Fiat! I saw.
Would you still want to keep it in place?
No.
Gay mass deportation overall negatively affects Americans. You don't want to keep it in place.
I do want to keep it in place.
That's a contradiction that I'd like you to address.
How is that contradictory?
You said if a law negatively impacts Americans, you wouldn't want to keep it in place. Mass deportation negatively impacts Americans, and you still want to keep it in place.
Illegal immigration is a civil matter.
That has nothing to do with what I just said.
It's not a law.
The mass deportation policy that negatively impacts Americans.
You said if there was a law.
Law, policy, executive order.
Okay, so you were wrong. No, I still think
mass deportation. One more time.
Still beneficial.
Okay, so how is mass deportation beneficial?
Because there's too many of them. They're stealing our jobs.
Too many of what? You said them. Who's them?
Illegal immigrants.
What's wrong with their being undocumented immigrants?
What's wrong with them being legal is just the principle, right?
What's the principle?
If someone breaks the law, they have to face consequences. Do you agree or disagree?
I agree, but you disagree with that.
No, I don't.
Yeah, Donald Trump, he didn't face consequences because you voted him in, or you support him, and because people like you voted him in.
What law did he break?
He violated his felony. He got 34 convictions in terms of falsifying business records, predicate with another crime. And then also he's an adjudicated rapist. He's violated gag orders, thousands of dollars worth. He's violated the Constitution, etc., etc.
I don't think any of that's true. Those are all New York blue states.
Okay, have a good day. Moving on to the next guest.
Me when I just deny facts.
How's it going? Do you support Trump?
Yes, I do.
How old are you, buddy?
Moving on to the next guest.
Isn't this the guy just on?
How's it going? Do you support Trump?
Hello? Yo, nope. Fuck Trump.
That is
Have a good
child. I thought that was the same person. I think they just both had like nature profile pictures or something.
If you support Donald Trump, join up in the guest box. I'd like to talk to you. I'd like to have a debate with you. I'd like to have a conversation with you. Please be able to have please be capable of actually having a productive dialogue and not just denying facts, reason, and logic. And if you're able to do so, join up in the guest box and debate me as to why you still support this horrible administration.
I'm so happy.
YouTube, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe.
I'm so happy I've started like joining in on Jen's lives more. I feel like I've learned a lot more recently. Like especially in terms of like law. Definitely a lot more well versed in terms of law.
Oh my god. I love Candy so much. And I also love Jim.
Is that the you're a cutie patootie guy?
Have a good day. Have a good day, bro. Have a good day.
Did you say hi to Jen yet? Oh my god, this is getting hard. Oh god.
How's it going? Do you support Trump?
Yo, this is.
Damn it! I am a hard.
Have a good day.
I was about to, if that was like a real MAGA support, I was about to say like, this is like blasphemy of the. This is blasphemy. But why is that fetus back in? Not the fetus we're chill with, the random fetus that came up earlier.
Once again, if you support Trump, you've seen this in AFIP, you're friendly, come on in here on the live, double tap that phone screen. If you're not friendly, you're a MAGA, join up in the guest box. I'd like to talk to you, like to have a debate with you, like to have a conversation with you. Again, please be able to have productive dialogue. Other than that, join up in the guest box, double tap that phone screen. If you're over on YouTube, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. Do all the wonderful things. Make sure you guys Dean Withers is pathetic too. Like the live guys? Yeah. W mod. How much mod powers do you have? Let's see. Manage access. How much mod powers do you have?
I think she has full because she's let me up before. I think. Could be wrong.
Yeah.
You are talking about Sierra, right? I'm not looking at my phone.
Yeah. Full mod. I don't know why you're in my guest box. I kicked you for a reason. Don't get in my guest box. It's boundaries, man. Okay, we're just gonna ban you.
Bro, these black beads do not want to stay upright.
It's so hot outside. You're telling me.
Bro, where are you guys to where it's fucking hot? Well, I know where you are, Jeremiah.
Hell, that's where I'm at. Literally hell.
It was a good, like, 65 degrees here today.
Pretty chill. Iowa? Oh, Iowa is somewhere on the map. It was 80 today, but it's sweaty and sticky. Ugh. Yeah, it was like 95. Illinois, somewhere also on the map. How's it going? Do you support Trump?
Of course.
Why?
Well, I like the people he's appointed to the Supreme Court. They're doing some pretty awesome stuff. Like his tariffs. I agree with him on a lot of things. Cut taxes. Did some awesome stuff.
Oh, like the Supreme Court ruling those tariffs were unconstitutional? You like that?
I mean, that's fine. We can just get them passed through Congress. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, how does it feel that Roe v. Wade was overturned?
Okay, back to the conversation. Tariffs. Why do you support tariffs?
Because they increase American jobs and they create a manufacturing resurgence in the U.S.
Yeah, what's the argument for that?
Well, we can just look at Trump's original tariffs that he put in 2016. We saw steel jobs increase within the U.S. We saw steel production increase. Wherever he's put tariffs, we've just seen things increase, and it's a great way to bring manufacturing.
What's your source that the steel tariffs increase steel production and
I can pull up the source right now. You can search this up if you want. This is like well-known info. I'll just search it up for you. Give me 1 sec.
How about blanket tariffs? How did those help?
They're not necessarily blanket tariffs. Can you elaborate on that?
Well, I'm not talking about like hold on. I need water. Give me like 2 seconds. Sorry. I'm like just getting over being sick. I need water.
Yeah, let me know when you have that source, man. Overall,
blanket tariffs, like blanket tariffs in the sense of like on certain countries putting tariffs on almost all of their exports into the U.S., like imports into the U.S. Sorry.
and then a source that overall says jobs were like a.
I know. I'm just pulling it up right now.
For sure, take your time, man. In the meantime, we can let up another guest. Just unmute whenever you're ready. How's it going? Do you support Trump?
Hello?
How's it going? Do you support Trump?
Yes, I do. What's going on, sir? I support him because of his people over policy for the air overstock.
Because what?
Trump specifically by Tamron. He stated that he'll do his best to do the air anywhere.
I can't understand what you're saying, man. Have a good day. If you support Trump, join up in the guest box. I'd like to talk to you, I'd like to have a debate with you, I'd like to have a conversation with you. Make sure to double tap that phone screen over there on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. If you're over there, we're over here waiting for this guest to provide a source, so stay tuned for that. Let's try to get to 10,000 likes in the next 5-10 minutes. Give me some time to talk. I can't understand you. Fix your mic or go to somewhere that isn't as noisy. Or fix your mic is going to be the best solution there. Off branding. Yeah, you're mad, bud. Yeah, I'm a grifter. But the war is still raging on. We're going until like the 4th week of the war. He left.
Oh.
He
Maybe that he was
left.
out of the app for too long.
No, it was like 30 seconds.
Oh.
Plus.
Yeah, I was out of the app longer than him, bro.
Yeah, plus he wasn't out of the app before, and then he randomly.
Do I hear a cat?
Who the fuck is?
Yes.
Who?
Sorry, that's my sister's cat is loud as hell. Genuinely, she's a really loud purr. She's not even like super close to my phone. Can you still hear the cat? I don't know.
How's it going? Do you support Trump?
I support some of the things he's done.
Overall?
Overall, yeah, probably.
Why?
You want like the overall picture? Just take like one thing at a time.
What's the main reason you support Trump?
The immigration thing.
What about immigration?
Well, at least not an executive order that shut down the border.
The border's open.
Okay.
Yep.
What executive order during what term?
During this term.
Yeah, well, I mean, my counter argument would be that the border's still open. He's just scaring them into not coming in. That doesn't mean the border's closed.
Okay, it's open to asylum, right?
No,
Not even near the
it's
numbers
open.
Biden had.
Okay, yeah, I said it's open, but the reason why we saw a 97% decrease in border encounters is because he's violating constitutional rights and human rights of undocumented immigrants, and that scares them into not coming into the country illegally. So the border's still open. Just
So you went and interviewed every single one of them?
one more time.
So you went and interviewed every single illegal and said, hey, come over. Well, not illegal, but not legal yet. But you interviewed every single one of them wanting to cross the border and said, hey, why are you here? And they said, hey, I would come here, except that I'm so terrified. That's why?
Sure. So why has there been a decrease in undocumented entry then?
Because there was a stronger border enforcement.
How so?
Well, again, they shut down the border,
How
or not
so?
shut it down, but okay, if you want to get technical, they limited the border a lot more than Biden did.
How so?
Well, we can see a massive decrease in border crossings.
That's not
like,
what
are
I
you
asked,
just playing
is how.
stupid or what?
So what you
Yeah,
just said is
you're
what
just
you
a
just said.
facetious
What
asshole.
you just said is they shut down the border, and you know this because of the amount of. And then I asked, how did they shut down the border? And then you said, okay, well, there's been a 97% decrease in border encounters. That's not telling me how they shut down the border. That's just you showing more proof that the border is quote unquote shut down. What I'm asking you to tell me here is how did they shut down the border? He left.
Oh my god, what is up with them tonight?
Didn't
Do you have your
even
red
realize.
phone?
Didn't even realize that he left. Somewhere, yeah. Didn't even realize he left. I thought like Elliot left or something. So have they come up with a solid argument? No. Is my profile moving? I don't know. I can't even see what your profile is, but I'm just gonna ban you. Tell Dean to unmute me. If you support Trump, jump up in the guest box. I'd like to talk to you, like to debate with you, like to have a conversation with you tonight. Yeah, tell me why you still support this administration.
Can you hear the cat?
No.
Okay, I'm trying to keep my phone away from the cat so you can't hear the cat purring.
Are you ban him? Because I can.
Because this is not a democracy.
If you support Trump, jump up in the guest box. I'd like to talk to you. I would love to have a debate with you. I'd like to have a conversation with you. I was in the shower. How the hell did I get up there? You requested, man, and I accepted your guest request.
That's so real. One time I was watching somebody's live while I was driving, and my phone like wasn't anywhere near me, and then I wound up on the fucking panel.
One time I was helping my sister put her cat back in her cat in the carrier, and I accidentally requested on Residence Live.
Oh, that's why you left, huh? Guess we're moving on to the next guest. How's it going? Do you support Trump?
Yeah, man, I do. How's it going?
Why do you support Trump?
Many reasons. I can make it relevant. Also, you can't accidentally join something. You have to press like 3 buttons. So I call cap on that. But
No, it's like accidentally
why
you
I
accidentally press the button. You don't have to press 3 things.
sure. Why I support Trump is because he's building like an empire for America. It took me a while, but I kind of came to it. Came around it.
He's building an empire for America?
Yeah.
What's the argument?
Well, I mean, I felt for the propaganda that we were freeing Iran, but now we're not. We're basically trying to get Iran, Venezuela, Greenland, and I think he's serious when he says Canada 51st state. So you need resources
And you
for an
think that's
empire.
good?
I think we're trying to get more Puerto Ricos. Let's just go at it.
Sure, so why
do you think that's good?
Yeah, why do you support taking over Greenland? Why do you support taking over Cuba, Venezuela, Ireland, Canada, Iran, Russia, China?
Because when we have U.S. territories or when we see islands like Hawaii or Puerto Rico and we take it, it always turns out to good. It's always a good end goal.
You're
And
saying
like I
that-
said, you need resources for an empire.
Good for who?
For example, Iran. Let's take the oil. Canada.
Hold on.
80%
Who is
of
it good
it
for?
is uninhabited.
Hold on. So you're just saying
Let's
the
take that.
you're just saying the ends justify the means?
No, I mean we're going against other empires as well, Russia and China. I mean, if there's going to be one world police or empire, we might as well
So
go first.
If the ends don't justify the means, then why do you support taking over Iran, quote unquote, even after we killed roughly 165 to 175 of their schoolgirls?
Because it's not confirmed that we did that yet. If we did that, yeah, for sure,
More likely
I'll
than
call
not.
Trump out on that. But there's still an investigation going on, so
Okay,
let's
but
go.
who
I
did
hope
it?
they're not hoping that it was us. I hope you guys are not hoping that, right?
Yeah, who did it? It most likely is us, and we can look at it based on history. Okay, we have a lot of blood on the American Empire has a lot of blood on their hands. First off, second off, it's not something like something we wouldn't do. Okay, we've committed war crimes before, so it's not something out of the ordinary. That would be B. Sorry. C. I mean, what you're just saying here. So, are you saying that if this is true and we actually did that, you wouldn't support the war in Iran?
No, I wouldn't support that part of the war, right? Like you said, things happen in Iran and there's crimes. So
In
I
general,
want to ask who does this us acquiring these islands and all that stuff, who does that benefit?
you said what?
Who does this acquiring places like Puerto Rico and Hawaii? Who does that benefit? You said it usually
Well, the
benefits.
people of those islands and also Americans.
No, it does. It doesn't benefit the people of those islands. People in
What do you
Hawaii.
mean? They're American citizens.
So have you seen the people in Hawaii?
Like, for example,
have you seen
Puerto
the people
Rican.
in Hawaii?
I
They're
don't see.
living.
Can I finish my point?
Sure.
You're interrupting. I think Puerto Ricans like their citizenship, and I think they don't like to compare themselves to other Latin countries that don't have that privilege, right? I think they pretty much love that citizenship.
People in Puerto Rico are living in horrible conditions. People in Hawaii are living in horrible conditions. They live in horrible conditions
Have
because
you
of
gone to Puerto Rico?
no, but I've seen on the like people in Puerto Rico, they film their experiences, they post their experiences online, they talk about their experiences. I don't just go to
Nah, you're
touristy
watching too
places.
much Cuba and stuff. You're
So
too much Hassan
I
Piker.
don't watch random people going to places. I watch people that are living there currently.
I can agree with you. There are some red flags that were raised when Hassan Piker went to Cuba. I mean, first off, it's a regime that is essentially starving its children, its citizens. Now, has the United States put on a 60-year blockade on Cuba? Yes. Does that make things harder? Absolutely. Did Donald Trump imposing the oil blockade make things a lot harder? Yes, but you got to remember this is also a murderous regime because they are restricting what the citizens can get, the amount of money, the amount of food that goes to them. So I think both the American empire and then regimes like Cuba are the issue.
I wasn't even talking about Cuba. I was talking about Puerto Rico and Hawaii. People in Puerto Rico and people in Hawaii are living in horrible conditions. So many people are homeless. So many people are living in poverty. People in Puerto Rico experience so many power outages.
There's no homeless people in your state.
There are. I'm talking about, but people that are native
So
to those.
so who cares if there's homeless people on that island? If anything, they have it warmer. They have a beach. It's nicer.
Let me finish. People that are native to those places are being priced out of their homes because like rich people are moving to those places, upscaling the properties and all that stuff. And so people that are native to that place are being literally priced out of their homes.
And where are they going?
To the streets.
So just you're getting like, what are they?
Or
Israel?
to
This is my land. You're kicked out.
To
Like,
the
what is
poorer
this?
parts. They're living in poverty.
But they got bought out, right? Like you just said.
No, they're
Sounds like they made a choice.
They're getting
and
pushed out of
that's
their
unfortunate.
houses.
What?
They're getting priced out. Not bought out, priced out. Raising prices. Like
Yeah.
when you don't have for example, if you don't have good rent control, if you're for example, if you're renting somewhere and you don't have good rent control, they can raise your rent to price you out. That's one example.
Yeah, how is that America's
If you don't
fault? I
have
feel
a
like that's-
good, I'm
I
not
don't see
saying
that.
that doesn't happen in America. I'm saying it's happening to a greater extent in places like Hawaii and places in Puerto Rico.
Well,
Again,
I think they should get some accountability. Those
also,
governors there.
also incredible. Also, Puerto Rico, people in Puerto Rico are extremely exploited because of their sugar cane fields, and also they experience extreme power outages there, and they basically a lot of the sugar cane that they do actually they do gain is exported back to the U.S. and they're not even a state of the U.S. They don't have statehood.
Yeah, but they're American citizens.
Okay, so
that's a great privilege to have. The best citizenship you can have. Like I said, they don't complain. They don't want to be independent. They pretty much love to be territory. It's kind of sad. I hope they get independent soon, or they get some prize.
people in Puerto Rico do complain a lot. They don't like those conditions.
Yeah,
They experience horrible conditions. So again,
but they don't want to be
you're
independent.
telling
like
me
I
that the
said.
people of those places benefit, but they don't. They are often left in horrible conditions from the U.S. taking over those territories and
Yeah,
islands.
they don't
and
want to
stuff.
be independent. That's all I'm gonna say to that. I don't want to. There's a reason they want to be independent, and like I said, you need resources for an empire. So I thought it was a joke when Trump said Canada 51st state, but now I see that it's serious. And we might as well do it. Let's go. Let's do it the nice way instead of. Matter of fact, today's the anniversary that we bought.
That's just dumb as hell.
If you support Trump, run up in the guest box. I'd like to talk to you, I'd like to have a debate with you, I'd like to have a conversation with you. If you're on YouTube, would hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. If you're here on TikTok, double tap that phone screen, hit the follow button top left corner. Once again, if you support the current administration, run up in the guest box.
Police said hell no.
I want to debate someone as to why they support Trump. One more thing on Cuba, I should clarify because I didn't. So we've had like blockades on Cuba for like the last 60 years. And for the last 4 months, we've had an oil blockade on Cuba. And just recently, an oil ship containing oil, I think 700,000 something, was able to pass through. They weren't giving direct commands to like attack the ship. But now, while this has made it definitely difficult for the citizens of Cuba, it's definitely worsened the starvation going on. You also have to remember that this is also like a murderous regime that restricts their citizens from the amount of money that they can get. They send doctors overseas, make thousands of dollars, and they only get $100, a couple $100 every month, right? The people who actually do the work. Same with food. Farmers, they can only distribute some to the citizens of Cuba, and then the government takes the rest. And then they focus billions of dollars on tourist spots. And this regime has been doing that for decades. The laws that they implemented, horrible laws. So while yes, the American empire has blood on their hands, and while yes, Donald Trump did make it worse, it's not just Donald Trump's fault, and it's also just not America's fault. I think that it's because of American intervention, because we've tried American intervention in Cuba, and that's actually what led to it. Because Cuba flourished 40s, 50s, and up to the 60s is when that regime got in place, and that's when the blockade of the United States
Cuban
started.
Missile Crisis and all that shit.
Yeah, that's a little backstory for
They
everyone.
actually, yeah, actually, they were actually neutral, but then we pushed them away because we had the mindset of if you're not with us, you're against us, and so they actually got pushed towards the whole thing of the USSR, and the regime got in power and all that stuff. History of Cuba. Anyways, but yeah, if you're going to do research on the certain conditions of a country, please do not go to a page of people who like are going there to just like go there, unless they have like they are like trustworthy journalists who go to talk to actual people living there. Go to pages of people who are currently living there. It's more important to get your source. Primary sources are important. If you know primary, secondary, tertiary sources.
Everyone take a guess on what Jeremiah has gotten me to watch.
The Walking Dead.
No.
That's a good show.
Designated Survivor.
You guessed it.
I was like, it's one of the two. I was like, is it The Walking Dead or is it or the next one was gonna be like Dexter?
I watched the first 15 minutes of it, and I actually can't wait to watch the rest of it. I'm
Designated
like,
Survivor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Jeremiah started watching it before me, and then he said I was not gonna be able to finish it before he did, and then I did. So
I've just to be clear, I've introduced like 3 people to the show, so I have pretty good taste in shows.
I introduced you to Super Short.
I'm gonna hit another restart. I'm bored.
Okay. Sorry.
Sorry we were boring you. Jeez.
Okay, now I can't end this vlog. If you support Trump, join up in the guest box. I'd like to talk to you, like to have a debate with you, like to have a conversation with you. If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. If you're over here on TikTok, you're seeing this on your For You page or friendly, join up in, double tap that phone screen, hit that share copy link, do all the wonderful things. If you're a MAGA supporter, hit that guest request button. It's going to be on the bottom right-hand corner. Say what's up in the comment section down below. What's up?
Hey guys, I haven't been on here in a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah. Last time I came up here, I actually just read the room so good, so I had to take a break. Stupid!
Was it that long ago? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was. I just woke up from like a really long nap, and like tomorrow, I have to do state testing like for hours. Not excited. Oh my god, what happened to his camera?
I could not tell you.
Oh my.
Sorry, I had to do something.
It looked like your camera was just completely like the color of your shirt or something.
No, just flip it over. You gotta,
Oh.
Yeah.
I heard that.
How much was your camera, Jeremiah?
It's an iPhone 16 Pro Max.
Oh nah, and you got this quality on it? Oh nah, Jeremiah.
It's not even my fault. It's a.
They did you so dirty. Like for real. I think I have the 17 Pro. Mine's I feel like no. They did you wrong. It looks like you're recording on like a $20-$30 camera right now.
It just keeps going.
It costed me like $1,200, bro. Good to know.
Yeah,
Good to know.
You should do trade-ins instead of like, or like when I usually trade my phone.
I had an iPhone XR. That's gonna get me what, $80?
You could. Oh no! See, that's why you need to be consistent with it. For my SE, I traded in my 11. For my 11, I traded in my 14, or for 14, and for my 14, I traded that in for a 17. You just do payment plans on it usually.
Bro, I'm about to have a car payment.
Adulting, like, I don't know. My sister just bought a new car and I don't even know how much she dropped, but it has to be like the nicest Toyota you would ever see in your life. Like it looks like a luxury car.
Really?
It's so weird, yeah.
My car hit us 170,000 miles today.
Yeah. Oh. And then
it makes a weird noise every time I accelerate. I tried to pass somebody today, and it was not good.
Yeah, no, you need to be safe. Just like my oldest sister, her tires on the front, she only has front wheel drive and not four wheel, and the tires on the front were completely smooth. Completely. Like no grip on them at all whatsoever.
I got new tires not that long ago. It's just like the engine. Like to start my car, it doesn't start after I get gas, so I have to like pump the gas pedal over and over.
What? Yeah. Oh no! Yeah, you definitely need a new car.
I know, but I don't want a car payment.
Yeah, I get that. It'll drain you real quick.
I'm trying to wait like the longest I can because that'll be my first like big like adult purchase.
I can't. Trump 2028 is the funniest thing to hear. Can't even run again, by the way.
How's it going? Do you support Trump?
I just want to ask you a question.
How old are you?
Probably not old enough, but I feel like I have a fair point.
You have 15 seconds to ask a question, then I disconnect you. Go ahead.
Okay, what is your opinion on ICE?
I think ICE is a domestic terrorist organization. I think that they have committed state-sponsored murder. I think that abolishing ICE, it was only made in the early 2000s, is a good thing. I think that there are other agencies that can work together to deport undocumented immigrants that have committed violent crimes or bad crimes, although I would disagree with that. I say we put them in our own prison system, but I definitely disagree with ICE. If you support Trump, join up in the guest box. I'd like to talk to, like to have debate with you, like to have a conversation with you tonight. Make sure to hit that thumbs up, if you're over on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. If you support Trump, join up in the guest box. Why are all MAGA scared? Do you know the death ratio from the cartel drugs to the amount of people dying from ICE? I'm sure people, yeah, I'm sure it's going to be greater in terms of CTEL, DRUGS. It's going to be far more greater than people dying from ICE. I think it's been 60 deaths the last in January alone, I think. Are you that person on that podcast?
Jeremiah, that actually reminded me.
Did he really just ask why is that? You understand that those are life-threatening things. It doesn't disregard that people are being murdered in our streets. Let me put that out there real quick. I don't know how old you are, but you seem far too young to comprehend that if you're asking why DRG kill more people than, you know, that's crazy to say.
The guy who's with another guy that talks about conspiracy theories? Yeah, that's me.
Yep.
Taking a shit with Trump. I need a better mod team, bro.
Oh.
Send me a DM. Send me a DM if you want to be a part of my moderation. team.
Wait a second. Hold on. Let me put this out here. You have never established what you don't want people to say in your chat. So taking a shit with Trump ain't that bad. I've muted like people that like spam like those little, you know. Oh. That gets me out, I think.
I'm not looking at my phone, I'm gonna be so honest.
The fuck are you even saying? Your mom. If you support Trump, join up in the guest box. I'd like to talk to, like to have a debate. I support because I love my. Okay. No, her, not you. Ella, you've been in my comment section for the last 25 minutes. How about you come and debate me, man?
Literally came back through the fucking restart.
She said her, not you. What did I say? If you're asking about what that guy asked about the cartel, then that's just facts. I mean, if you can't comprehend that harmful things to your body will, you know, hurt you faster than people will, then I don't know.
How's it going?
Batshit, dirty old twat. 69 assholes tied.
That is Gen X, by the way. My dad used to have that as his ringtone.
Oh my god.
My bad, Ella. You just been saying a lot of things that make you look like a Trump supporter. See if this person loads in up in here. How's it going, YouTube? Hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. People in America are in crap conditions. March 1976 says over on YouTube. People all around the world, man. It's all because of the Trump administration. I mean, not all. Part of it is because of the Trump administration and the American empire.
My dad seems to think that gas prices are going down in the next week.
What?
Yeah.
My mom almost had a fit the other day. Well, I mean, like, we usually have fairly low prices here, and, like, the highest it got, I would say was, I don't know, the highest I've seen it around here is probably, like, 4. But my mom started crashing out the other day because she had to pay $3.45, and I'm like, Mama, some people are paying $9 per gallon right now.
That's insane. I did pay $60 to fill up my tank yesterday, and I actually almost cried.
Yeah, it's terrible. In California, Los Angeles is like the worst area, and they have the highest prices.
If you support Trump, join up in the guest box. I'd like to talk to, debate with you. Love to have a conversation with you tonight. Be sure to double tap that phone so you know if you're over here on TikTok. If you're over on YouTube, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. Tell me why you support Trump. That's a question I have. Tell me why you support this administration. Horrible administration. One of the worst administrations like we've never seen before.
In the history of our country.
Quite frankly.
I was gonna say that. Jeremiah, are you on your red phone?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Where'd the guest box go? There's no one in here. I'm gonna crash out, bro. Oh my god, I'm just looking for one debate, and I haven't been able to get a single debate. Like I haven't.
People need to tap the screen, that's why.
Yeah, they're not being professional, quite frankly.
Professional?
They're being very unprofessional. I paid $45.
40 for what?
Gas.
Oh.
I'm assuming. Assumption.
Oh, I didn't read that. I thought you meant like you paid $45 for
Yeah.
like likes.
Yeah, I didn't hear you at first, and then her chat popped up. It popped up late, and I was so confused. I thought you
Yeah.
boosted your live.
Oh yeah, no. I did that this morning though, so
How'd it do?
pretty good. I got a couple thousand people in here.
1,000?
Yeah. You can get like 100,000 people in here for like 45. Might have to pay for bots again.
Wait, like at the same time?
Yeah. How's it going? Do you support Trump?
I do.
Okay, why do you support Trump?
Lower taxes and low inflation, war in Iran. I think we need to get rid of the Ayatollah. And they're getting out of there, so get rid of the Ayatollah.
Lower taxes. What did Trump do for taxes?
He passed a big, beautiful bill.
I think
And
the
they
bill,
wrote
big beautiful
lower
bill is
tax.
absolutely trash.
Well, he lowered taxes for everyone, so what you gotta say to that, you fucking twerp?
You fucking twerp. No.
How's it going? Do you support Trump?
So I actually don't support Trump. I was wondering if I could talk with you about like politics, because like there was no one else requesting up, and I'm kind of like uninformed. So I want to like get you like your political views and like what you believe politically.
Sure, go for it.
How do you feel? I feel like a really big controversial political thing is ICE. How do you feel about ICE?
You should be abolished.
Do you think the idea of immigration law should be abolished, or just the enforcement of ICE?
I think I think ICE, the agency, Immigration Customs Enforcement, should be abolished. I think it's fine to have immigration laws. I think that's fine. Ideally, I wouldn't. Ideally, no. Ideally, open border society would be ideal, but that can't be accomplished. That would have to be something that either the whole like Western Hemisphere agrees on, or something like that. But Yeah, just abolish ICE, Immigration Customs Enforcement.
Yeah. Do you believe that we should fix the legalization system?
Fix the legal. Yeah, we should.
Yeah, I don't think it's too well. Economically, who do you think was a better candidate based on promises, Kamala Harris or Donald Trump?
Harris for sure. I mean, Trump ran on tariffs. I mean, we saw how his tariffs did in his first term. Obviously, his first term, I guess knowing what we knew in 2024 economically, we know that Donald Trump was going to be worse because of what he did in his first term. Tax cuts to millionaires and billionaires overwhelmingly, the tariffs, etc. Also trying to get out of NATO, starting all these conflicts, etc.
Yeah. So I am not sure if this is indirect or directly his fault, but didn't during Joe Biden's term, inflation go up by quite a few percent for grocery prices?
Yeah, inflation went up. You can also make the claim that grocery prices went up. Inflation went up
Yeah.
to 9.1%. That's gonna be that's not gonna be the fault of Joe Biden. That's gonna be the fault of a global pandemic that caused global
Yeah.
inflation. Every single country in the world had inflation go up. We were the fastest G7 country to recover from inflation because of Joe Biden's policies. I mean, Brazil, for example, is just barely recovering, or just barely recovered at the end of 2025. So I think that he did amazing with the inflation and with COVID. Now, the reason why I blame the 4.2% from 2.4 to 4.2 on Trump is because he directly caused the war in Iran. Like, he directly did that. Joe Biden didn't cause the pandemic.
Yeah, that makes sense. So do you believe that like we should intertwine a president's or a presidential candidate's moral character with our decision on whether or not they should be in office?
Yeah, I think moral
Like,
character. I think someone who's like a misogynist is gonna implement or attempt to implement laws that harm women, right? I think someone who's a racist is gonna implement laws to harm people of color, right? So I think that character absolutely has a role in it.
yeah, I agree. So what about like the Epstein files? Because I know Trump was mentioned in the Epstein files, whether by action or just by name.
I mean, he's been like credibly accused. The accuser was deemed credible because of his administration in the first term, but this credible accuser accused Donald Trump of child rape. But it's not just about Donald Trump; it's about Elon Musk, billionaires, millionaires, Bill Clinton, former presidents that are in the Epstein files. I think like former Prince Andrew. I think these all should be prosecuted and put in prison for the rest of their lives. Left, right, independent, Green Party, whoever you are, billionaire, not a billionaire, you shouldn't be put in prison for the rest of your life if it's found that you did something wrong.
Yeah, I agree. How do you feel about like the protests and the severity of some of the protests, at least going on currently, about mostly ICE?
I think overwhelmingly they're going to be peaceful. I think 97% of protests are going to be peaceful. I don't agree with any riots within the 1 to 3%. I think that they are held accountable. They're arrested, as we saw arrests happen in all No Kings protests, as well as the LA protests in 2025. I think the people who did bad stuff got held accountable and didn't get pardoned by any Democratic president or person. And I definitely agree with the First Amendment, the right to protest. I think that it can definitely make change. But yeah, I think overwhelmingly it's going to be peaceful protests. I think in October there was 0 arrests. Actually, I think the only arrest was a MAGA. I think in New York City, the only arrest was a MAGA supporter.
All right. Well, thank you for informing me. I'm gonna let whoever else wants to come up, and I'm gonna continue scrolling.
Of course.
You have the rest of your day.
I suggest fact check everything I said. Don't just take everything I said for as certain. Fact check everything I said, and cross check it. And I wish you luck, man. Seem like you're open minded. You're looking to learn, so that's good. That's good. Moving on to the next guest. How's it going? Do you support Trump?
Hello.
How's it going?
Oh, doing wonderful. How are you doing?
Good. Do you support Trump?
Do I have to answer?
Yes.
Okay. I would say yes. I would say I'm more Republican than, like, I guess a supporter of Trump, if that makes sense.
But you would still vote for Trump over Harris?
Oh, yeah. Yes. So I guess I would say I support Trump then, yes.
Yeah, why is that?
Well, I actually had a quick thing to come on here. So you seem very educated in politics and stuff like that. I find it to be very struggling that people don't know their delegates, people don't know their sheriffs, people don't know their mayors, people don't know their governors, people don't know their city board members. And let's be honest, that's where it starts. That is fundamentally where political power starts, all the way from school board, who you vote in for your school board system, because they can choose what books, they can choose in what posters, they can choose in all that type of knowledge for the children. And I think that's really what people really got to be talking about, is those people. Then let's work up to, I guess, the bigger people. So I'm not coming on here trying to rant about, why I voted for someone or why you don't vote differently or whatever. Just general conversation.
I completely agree with you. I mean, that's why I'm gonna do an interview here, where literally I live for someone who's running for senator, here in Phoenix, Arizona.
But honestly, even past the senator stage, that's pretty big. That is a pretty big power of itself too.
Yeah, but board members, I understand what you mean.
Yeah.
That's why I'm trying to put myself out there, interview the candidates, to put the candidates out there by locally. Now, of course, I can't do every single local.
Exactly,
that's why
correct.
I'm doing it, that's why I'm planning to do it when the midterms come, only in my general area, or when these elections come in my general area, and I'm hoping that incentivizes other people to reach out to their local members of their community, so that they can vote in the correct people, so that we can progress America.
No, correct. And I think I find frustration, and I think a lot of people are looking for the wrong people, to be honest. I mean, are the big people in the limelight always? Yes. Do they have a lot of power? Obviously, yes. On both sides, Republican, Democrats, Senate, the higher you go, yes, the more. But, your mayor decides if they allow certain restaurants and, if they allow bars and stuff in there, and let's say, hey, you're a Mexican restaurant and you want to have, sell margaritas. Well, guess what? That's up to your local jurisdiction that can say, hey, well, we don't want bars coming in. Then you got state, you got state where you got some states like Ohio, where it's based upon every county if it wants to be a dry county or if they want to serve alcohol. So then that can affect gas station owners. And then it's a what do you call it? A domino effect.
Right.
More than anything.
I completely agree with you, man. Well, it looks like we do have another debate. I appreciate coming
go
up here.
for it.
I'm glad
Bye.
that there's still some people, like the last guest before and you, that are willing to have conversations like these, even if we might disagree or neutral like the last guest. So I appreciate that of you. You have a great day, and thank you for that encouragement for the chat as well, for people to vote for their local offices, even run for local offices, run for your school board. Make some change in your local community. What's up? Do you support Trump?
You know who I am.
Oh, the crash out. Yeah. Can you not hold on. Ellie's in the chat. Do you want to apologize to Ellie?
So I'm not going to crash out unless you're
pause.
people.
Sure.
Unless your people stay here and not come after me like they did yesterday.
No, completely understandable. Can you apologize to Ellie, please? You called her a bitch. Can you apologize?
I already did yesterday.
No, you didn't. Can you do it again? She's in the chat.
I'm sorry for calling you a stupid bitch.
Thank you. Sorry.
I mean, that's what I called her yesterday. I called her a stupid bitch. I mean,
that's not funny. It's just so random. Okay, yeah. Why do you support Trump?
Why wouldn't I support Trump, other than the fact that the borders are now almost secure? Yes,
Borders
they
are
are.
open.
Did I say they were closed? I did not. I said they were almost secure, because under the Obama administration and the Biden administration, well, actually under the Biden administration, 6.5 illegal immigrants came into our country. Out of that 6.5, about 48% of them, which roughly comes out to about 450,000 of them, have committed heinous crimes.
6.5?
Yeah, 6.5 illegal immigrants came into the Biden administration. You want me to bring it up for you? You can actually go to the Department of Justice.gov.
6.5 people?
Said 6.5 million, buddy.
You said 6.5.
Oh my god, dude! Why? Can I ask you a serious question without crashing out?
You should go for it.
Why do you guys take things so literal, bro? You literally know what I meant, but yet you think you can debate some of it. Every time someone brings up a fact to you, You
Yeah,
sit
what's
here
the
and
fact
laugh
you brought
about
up?
it.
What's the fact you brought up?
See,
I'm
here's
so
the
sorry.
problem, though, dude, and I've told you this before, but yet you still do it, and this is why I support MAGA. I told you before that I'm autistic, and sometimes I mess up my words.
I actually
have told
forgot
you that
that.
before.
I don't remember you telling me that.
Here's the problem. This is why I don't support Democrats. Because every time someone messes up on the Republican side, you guys think it's funny. You guys sit here and you laugh, and you guys
I think
don't
it's funny when I mess up too.
This is true.
I said
You don't take
I said
things
water was
seriously.
coming out of my ears the other day, and I laughed. I meant eyes.
But I'm being serious. If you really want to debate and be serious, then stop joking about things. Stop laughing so much, bro, because it's not funny. It's not enjoyable to debate people when you act like a little baby. If you act like an adult the age that you are, which you're 18 or 19, if you actually act like an adult, then maybe people would have fun debating you. Maybe people would have fun sitting here and enjoying debating with you.
I think the last two guys
someone comes
actually
up,
had
bro,
genuine
hold on,
conversations with me.
Hold on. Every time someone comes up and they mess up, bro, you hear that? You hear how stupid he is? That's
No one
what
called
you
you
do.
stupid.
No, but that's literally what you do. I've seen your lives. I've sat in your lives multiple times and see you laugh at people constantly just to piss them off so you can block them, bro. My account has been banned 4 times because of you.
Jeremiah's only really blocks people if
See,
they,
there
like,
you go, and you're
think
laughing
they're-
again. This is why people don't enjoy debating you, bro. This is why you have 14 people in your live. The other day when I was debating, bro, I can show it to you. Look, I was debating people, and this is how many people at a time I had in my live. Put me on the big screen really quick. I'm not even joking with you. 914 people I had in my live.
In your entire life, how long did you go live for?
I was live for 3 hours.
Oh, I get in 3 hours.
919 people. But out of that 919 people, within the first hour, I had 464 debating me, bro.
Wait, do you
See,
realize
I
that's the amount of people that have come out in total of the live that
Right.
going in and out the live? That's not in total, like at the same time.
I'm letting you
But the
know,
point-
at
well-
the first hour mark, I had 464 people in my live at once.
Sure, the
Because
first
I don't-
hour-
Okay,
hold on,
wait,
hold on,
hold on.
hold on,
Can I
hold
say something real quick? I really feel I understand that you think that if you debate, you should. Yes, you should be respectful. You shouldn't laugh at each other. Everything like that. But the thing is, I mean, me and Ray know Jeremiah's better than you do, 100%. And yes, he does laugh at things. Yes, he will point out silly things. He honestly does not do it every time. He doesn't sit there and laugh at people every single time. I've seen people be
But here's
overly
the thing,
disrespectful
hon.
that you
But here's
what?
the thing, though. If you're debating someone,
You guys,
Can
when you yell at somebody though, you can't expect respect back after you disrespected people so many times.
But you cannot sit here and if you're trying to debate someone, not everything is funny.
Question: How many?
And
How many?
every-
views,
No,
how-
of course.
Question. How many views did you get last month in total live?
Last month, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. So I mean, typically, like when I go live for 3 hours, 4 hours, I typically restart like 3 times, and each time I have like 2,000 viewers, every single live, roughly. So that means I get like 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 viewers, on like a day-by-day basis. In
Let
total.
me check.
So I think that
I just started
900, that
live
900,
again.
that 900, like that's great. I mean, you're probably misinforming those 900 people, right? But at least you're trying.
But who said I'm misinforming
But I don't get
them?
the point of that because I definitely get more viewers than you, and I'm a nobody, so I don't understand your point with that.
Did I say you were a nobody? I didn't say that.
No,
I just
he's
don't-
saying that
I
he
don't-
is.
yeah,
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute.
I
Hold
don't
on a minute.
understand why you showed us
Time out
that
real
picture,
quick, bro.
though.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Nobody said you were a nobody.
I said
But
that
you-
because I
but
have
you
1,000
shouldn't say that
followers.
about yourself,
Buddy.
This is not political. This is not sitting here bashing on you at this point. You should
when
never
I say
put
when I say
yourself
I'm a
down.
nobody, it means like 1,000 people, 1,700 people follow me. I don't have millions or tens of thousands of followers. That's what I was trying
Who
to say.
cares how many people you have?
The
It
point
only
is, if
matters if you're having fun in your live and
Wait.
actually debating the
But you
proper
just said I
way.
couldn't. So
Wait,
you want me to
excuse
have
me.
fun? You want me to have fun, but I
That's
can't
not what I'm
laugh.
saying. This is exactly what I'm talking about. I'm saying having fun, but not laughing at every single thing.
Wait, can I chime in and just say, my followers, I've had a bit of a bigger following, and as I went live, I get I get a lot of people in my live. So yes, the more followers you have, the more it pushes out your live.
Yeah.
It really does. That's important.
But anyways, what do you want to debate about today?
Why
I'm
you
gonna be
support Trump?
respectful. Why do I support Trump?
Yeah, biggest reason.
You want my honest answer?
Yeah.
Because he has the fucking balls to do that no other president could do.
Like what?
Bomb Iran because when the JCP, whatever it's called, that Biden or Obama put into effect, it actually expired in 2024 when Biden came in office, and Biden didn't sit there and continue the sanction that it was supposed to do, and didn't go over to Iran in order to make sure that they were still getting the uranium that they were not supposed to get. And what Donald Trump did was he actually tried sitting there talking to Iran, saying, "Listen, we got to do this JCPOA again. We got to sit here and we got to, rebuild it." And they go, "We refuse." So Donald Trump said, "Okay, you want to refuse? Fuck you, bomb. We're not going to sit here and have you keep on coming after our country because the Democrats have been funding Iran for years now."
So, I mean, first off, Donald Trump is the one that took us out of the JCPOA, and if he wanted Biden to clean up Trump's mess, I think that's it's a very interesting role you wanted him to play. I mean, I agree. Joe Biden should have reinstated something, but the reason why Joe Biden couldn't is because Iran did not trust America after Donald Trump took us out of the JCPOA because we went behind their backs. Okay, they did not violate the agreement. They were not producing nuclear bombs, and there's no evidence that they violated the agreement, and there's no evidence that they were producing nuclear bombs. Now,
when did it end? Wait, when did it end?
He left the JCPOA in 2017 or
You're wrong.
2018.
The JCPOA, the Joint Compression Plan of Action, often known as the Iran nuclear deal, formally ended on October 18, 2025.
No, Donald Trump took us out before then. We didn't have
Bro,
a deal during the Biden-Harris
while the
during
United
Biden-Harris
States
administration.
withdrew from the agreement in 2018,
Yeah, 2018.
and
that's when
Iran
we
began
withdrew.
violating its terms in 2019, the core framework of the 10-year deal remained in place until the scheduled expiration date known as the termination date.
But why would they continue to follow the agreement if we didn't keep up with our side of the agreement? We implemented.
Who didn't keep up with it?
Donald Trump left the agreement.
So the official termination was on October 18th. The UN Resolution 2231. This is the UN Secretary Council resolution that the JCPOA expired on the same day, marking the formal close of the UN investigation into Iran's nuclear file. The snapback mechanism. The provision that allowed the automatic reimposition of internal sanctions, which European powers threatened to activate in late 2025, expiring with the termination of Resolution 2231. So, if you
Are
made
you arguing that Donald Trump didn't take us out of the JCPOA?
if it ended in 2025, how did
That's
Donald
when
Trump
it was
take us
supposed
out?
to end.
Okay, so hold on. You said what in 2020 or 2018?
2017 or 2018? I don't remember the exact year.
Okay, so
Donald
Donald Trump
Trump
take
took
us
us out of the JCPOA.
Of the JCPOA in 2018. And what's your source for this?
I can provide you a source. Give me a second.
So on October 8, 2018, President Trump officially announced that the United States withdrew. Yes, he withdrew from it, commonly known as the Iran nuclear deal. Here are the key details surrounding the
Baker
decision.
Institute is my
Trump
source.
called the agreement a horrible one-sided deal and argued that it has failed to address Iran's ballistic missile program or involvement in regional conflicts. He cited presidential memorandum to reinstate economic sanctions on Iran that had been lifted under the 2015 agreement.
Right. So him putting those sanctions violated the JCPOA agreement, which is why I'm saying that agreement fell apart when Donald Trump took us out of it, because we violated that agreement when he imposed sanctions when we left the JCPOA. That agreement was useless after that. There was no point in the agreement. We went behind their backs, imposed sanctions, and left. That's why Iran has not been willing to negotiate another agreement like that. That's why Biden.
So there's no actually technical compliance. The case for no violation. Continued waivers. Despite his heavy criticism, Trump actually recertificated Iran's compliance twice in 2017, April and July. Sanctions stayed lifted. To officially stay in the deal, the United States had to waive certain oil and banking sanctions every 120 to 80 days. Trump signed these waivers through early 2018. So basically, we tried stopping, but it didn't stop. So what actually Donald Trump did was actually save the JCPOA, if you actually think about it, by signing this thing. Bro, it literally says it right here. And this is why I don't debate you, bro. It literally says it right here. To officially stay in the deal, the United States had to waive certain oil and banking sanctions.
That was part of the deal. We lifted. Okay, this was the deal. We took sanctions off of Iran, and we took sanctions off of the banks that they had in North Korea, so that money could flow into their economy. And then we had access to their nuclear facilities, and they did not produce any nuclear bombs. That was the deal. Okay, I'm confused. You said Donald Trump saved the JCPOA agreement when just 10 seconds ago you agreed that he took us out of the JCPOA agreement and violated it by imposing the sanctions once again.
No, that's not, bro. You just twisted everything. You said that you said he violated it. You said he took us out of it.
You agreed to it when he imposed the sanctions again. That was a concession.
That's not what I said.
Okay, but you said he imposed the sanctions again.
I said what he did was he officially announced that the United States would withdraw from the thing,
and
right?
Impose sanctions, yes?
No.
That's what you said. Hold on.
Trump called it a horrible one-sided, I said.
You said that
He signed a presidential memoir to reinstate economic sanctions on Iran that had been lifted under the 2015 agreement.
That's what I just said.
That's not what you said.
What I just said.
Bro, you didn't.
Okay. Donald Trump withdrew from the agreement. Donald Trump imposed sanctions again. Both were a violation of the agreement. How did Donald Trump save the JCPOA?
How is it? The question of whether Donald Trump violated the agreement between the official 2018 withdrawal is a matter of intense debate depending on who you ask. From a strictly technical standpoint, the Trump administration stayed in compliance for the first year and a half by continuing to sign the required sanction waivers.
Okay.
So the sanction waivers were in the deal. So technically, for the first year that Donald Trump was president, he was still abiding by it, even though he wanted to stop it.
In 2018, he violated the agreement and took us out of the JCPOA. I can agree with you. In 2017, his first year in office, he complied with the JCPOA agreements. He kept us into the JCPOA, and he didn't impose sanctions on South Korean banks, on Iranian banks in South Korea, and then it didn't impose sanctions on Iran. But I'm talking about 2018.
Iran remained in full compliance with all nuclear limits, uranium, whatever, right?
Until Donald Trump, until Donald
withdrawal.
Exactly, it's Donald Trump's fault.
Hold on. It wasn't until May 2019, 1 year after the U.S. exit, that Iran began internationally breaking the agreement's limit as a form of retaliation. Okay, Donald Trump did that, but here's the thing that you need to understand. The reason why Donald Trump did that is because for years before that, the Democrats were sitting here paying them to have money come into our country, correct? Yes. But if Iran is not
Democrats weren't paying them. We just gave them their money back. Also, you're going to have to argue here that Donald Trump also paid them because you said he complied the first year and a half. So what you're just arguing here is both Democrats and Republicans paid Iran.
Oh my God, dude. How much damage has Iran done to America?
What do you mean by damage?
The human cost. The United States government attributes the death, the unalivings of hundreds of American service members and civilians to Iran's or its backed up proxies like Hezbollah and various militias. Iraq war, which you guys said there hasn't been a war since like 1943. The Iraq war, the Pentagon states that the Iranian-backed militias were responsible for the unalivings of at least 100 or 608 troops, about 17% of all U.S. combat deaths in Iraq, 2003 to 2011. Historical terrorist attacks. This includes the 1983 Marine barracks bombing in the Bureta, 241 Americans unalived, and the 1966 Kabar Towers bombing in Saudi Arabia, 19 U.S. Americans died.
Okay, what's the point of this?
Because hold on, I'm not done. Let me finish because I'm about to prove a point. The financial damage, the warfare. Iran uses drones like, what I don't know how to pronounce that word, that cost roughly $20,000 produced. They shoot them down. The U.S. often uses interceptor missiles that cost $2,000 to meet. Economic inflation, oil prices. Every time tensions spike in that, global oil prices jump. So you are aware that because of things happening in Iran for the past 30 years at least now, that it has been going to affect the global cost because that's mainly where the oil is coming out of. And for Donald Trump to sit here and actually bomb them because they're not complying with Donald Trump's actual, what he wants done. Because who was the president of Iran? Do you know the person's name?
Khamenei, Ali Khamenei.
Was he a dictator?
No, he was a supreme leader. Sorry, the president of Iran. I don't know the president. Some old guy. Beard.
Was he a dictator?
Was Ali Khamenei a dictator?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, he was a dictator. Yeah, he was a dictator.
So, when you really think about what's going on, Donald Trump. Actually, can I play a video for you? Actually, so there's a guy that explains it better though. It's literally. I'll play you 30 seconds of it. There's a reason why I want to play it.
Sure.
I just want you to understand the main focus behind this. That's my nephew. If you hear the loud noises, it's my nephew.
If you need to go take care of him or something, feel free to do so.
No,
I
it's
can let you
fine.
back up.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Here you go.
Specifically on that. Donald Trump did what nobody else could do for half a century. How do you like that? You know why he did it? Because he loves his country. You know why he did it? Because he's humane. He saw people slaughtered and he wanted to put an end to it. That's why he did it. Now it's time that we Americans have to come to grips with something. We have a party in this country, the Democrat Party, that hates the country. Here we are in the middle of it.
Do you think that's funny?
That's propaganda, but I'm sorry, but that's a propaganda video.
It's not. It's a guy literally telling the reason why.
It's not propaganda, but they say Democrats hate America and Donald Trump is humane and wanted to end human suffering. Definitely not propaganda. That's like saying the Lego. That's like saying the Lego AI videos that Iran produced wasn't propaganda. Like, yes, that's propaganda.
So you're literally telling me by Donald Trump not wanting to see another country suffer.
He killed children.
He killed children? Who
Yes,
he killed?
the American military killed 165 to 175 schoolgirls in Iran.
Bro, we've been okay. You want to get that real technical? You don't even know who we're killing. To be honest with you, we're killing people with flip flops, tank tops, and a cowboy hat. Tell me what an Iranian warrior looks like. I'll wait.
Repeat.
Tell me what an Iranian soldier looks like.
Not a schoolgirl.
Tell me an Iranian soldier looks like.
I just told you they don't look like a schoolgirl. And we bombed a school full of schoolgirls.
And how many unalivings have been done by Democrats in our country in the past 10 years?
Doesn't make it right either way. What? Holy but Biden pivot.
Bro, but
it's called
Bidenism.
What I'm trying to do is get you to admit that the
not-
current president and the current military killed 165 to 175 schoolgirls in Iran. That's a war crime.
Who cares about the children?
Who cares about the children? But just 10 seconds ago, you said Donald Trump wanted to save the children. Oh my God.
No, you're not
Oh my
understanding
God.
the concept behind this. Because Democrats are sitting here unaliving schools. Bro, literally think about that. For the past 10 years, how many transgender people have gone into schools and shut up schools?
Less than 1%.
Less than 1%?
Less than 1%.
Bro, you can't be bro.
Let-
And this
prove me
is why I
wrong.
can't debate you, bro.
Prove me
because
wrong.
Literally,
Name 3 school shootings that were done by a trans person. Go ahead. 3.
Matt.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. What's up, Bumblebee?
Okay, so
go for it.
the total number.
Mhm.
Since 1966, there have been 100 mass. I'm reading something to you, bro. Don't sit here and do that face with me.
I was opening up Google. Jesus. What? Sorry, my bad. Go ahead.
Hold on.
Take your time.
So I heard he apologized to me.
Oh yeah, he apologized to you.
I said, I'm not gonna lie to you, Ellie. I said sorry for calling you a stupid bitch.
Thank you.
Stupid bitch. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking with you, Ellie. I'm sorry. I had to. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's funny because he said that to me, although I didn't say anything but giggled. I like laughed and he was like, Ellie, you're a stupid bitch. I haven't been here in days. He seems like such a happy
So actually, you know what? Forget about the trans part of it because you know what? I'm gonna admit how many you say it was? How many you say it was? Because you were wrong on the percentage actually.
I said less than 1%.
So it's actually 0.09, but
that's less than 1%.
That's less than 1%.
Okay, so how many shootings have there been in 2013 to 2025?
4,000. My guess.
No, 5,478.
Okay. Yeah, a lot. That's a lot. Those. Yeah, we should have gun control. Yeah. What does this have to do with Iran?
Because here's the point, right? Donald Trump has been in office for how long?
5 years and a half.
5.5 years, right?
Yeah.
So Donald Trump has the power and everything. Because here's something I want to bring up really quick though, right? Who did Obama bomb? Did he catch Osama bin Laden? And did he bomb that place? Right, he did, right? Did he have prior authorization from the Navy? No, he did not. No, he did not, because he literally has a video.
I didn't even hear you. I was just nodding my head. I didn't hear your question. I thought you were going to mention the airstrike.
I'm not trolling, bro. Trust me. I am far from trolling. But did Obama have prior authorization from the Congress to go over there and do what he did? Yes or no?
I have no idea.
No, he did not. Did he have prior authorization to go get Saddam Hussein? No, he did not. So by you guys sitting here and getting mad for Donald Trump to go over,
it was unconstitutional. I mean, yeah. I mean, it violated.
Okay, but here's something that you guys can't dictate, or you guys cannot use hypocrisy on it. You guys cannot be mad for one president to sit here and do two people, but Donald Trump goes over and gets Maduro in Venezuela. You had a problem with that. Donald Trump went over and bombed Iran for a dictator being in his country.
Wait, who did Obama get?
Obama got Saddam Hussein, Osama bin Laden, and then bombed both places. But you didn't have prior authorization from Congress to do it. But yet you have a problem with Donald Trump not sitting here having prior authorization from Congress to do it. And that
Saddam Hussein was captured under George W. Bush. I was about to say, what? That was in 2003. President George W. Bush was the one who captured Saddam Hussein.
Hold on a minute.
Ooh.
I might be mistaken.
If you're going to reference, what's his name? The last name you referenced, yeah. Fuck, why am I blanking on the name? Okay, I'll just let you. Yeah, but Saddam Hussein was captured in 2003 under George W. Bush. Obama got Osama bin Laden. Yeah, Obama did get Osama bin Laden.
During Barack Obama presidency, authorized military strikes in the countries without a new specific declaration of war or authorization for use of military force. But yet, and I'm going to bring up a point really quick. You guys have a problem with what Donald Trump is doing right now. You do, right? So, why don't you have a problem with Libya?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, that's the strikes. Yeah, I think those were unconstitutional.
And then Pakistan, you guys didn't have a problem with. You didn't have a problem with Yemen. You didn't have a problem with Somalia. You didn't have a problem with Syria. All these places.
The one I'm more familiar is going to be the airstrikes in Libya that killed innocent civilians. I heavily disagree with that. I think that that should not have happened. I think the
But
American
here's
the American Empire, both the left and the right, have a lot of blood on their hands since the start of this.
Here's something I
foundation of
want to
this
say
country.
because then I gotta go. I gotta go eat dinner because I gotta be up at 5 o'clock morning for work.
Nice. What are you gonna eat for
Here's
dinner?
something that I want you guys to understand. You guys cannot contradict what Donald Trump is doing when Obama has been president for 8 years in 5 different locations he did without prior authorization from Congress. You cannot sit here and say Donald Trump can't do it because he had prior authorization from Congress.
Obama couldn't
That's
do it because he didn't get.
contradicting.
Obama couldn't do it either. I don't see the correlation here. I
The
disagree with
correlation is
Obama
that
and
Donald
Biden,
Trump did it
Obama
because
and
he
Trump.
felt it was necessary. So did Obama did it because he thought it was necessary. And by you contradicting everything that Donald Trump is doing, it's called hypocrisy. It's called dictating him. And it's called going against what he is trying to do.
Hey, can I really quickly say something that's going to absolutely blow your mind?
I'm pretty sure it's not going to blow my mind. But
No,
if
it's
you
going to blow
try.
your mind because you're absolutely going to lose your mind over this.
Can you
It
just
was
say and
bad.
stop
It
procrastinating?
was bad that Obama didn't ask Congress for permission. But guess what? We were all probably in like middle school or high school when Obama was president when he did these
Oh, for fuck's sake.
things. It was still bad. But guess what? We're
Do
adults
you
now,
understand, though?
and we're
Wait, hold on,
saying
hold on,
that.
hold on,
Hold
time
on,
out, time out,
hold
time
on,
out.
hold on.
I'm
Let me
not
finish. I
talking-
get that you
I'm
don't
not
like to let women
talking
finish.
about the
You
fact
get it. You
that
don't like
you
letting
guys
women
in
finish. You
general-
called her a
I'm
B word.
talking about
So
the
hold on.
Democrat Party in general.
I don't
The
have any
Democrat
opinion
Party in
powers.
general cannot contradict what Donald Trump is.
No, the thing is that it's bad either way. We are going back into the war with the Middle East when we don't need to be there. People are going back there. We don't need to be there. It is a bad thing either way. Obama did it. It was bad. Did we get the #1 terrorist in the face of the world that we've seen since 2001? Yes. That was good on him. Great. We needed to get him out. But guess what? It is bad either way. We don't need to have boots on the ground back in Iraq. We don't
Ma'am,
need
we
to
have
pull an
had
Iraq
boots on the
3.0.
ground. Wait,
We've
you
done
are-
it
you are
already 2
contradicting
times.
yourself again because under the whole entire every presidency we've had, we have troops with boots on the ground. There are people that have been stationed in.
That's only been
hold
boots
on,
on the ground
hold
since
on,
Obama.
hold on,
But Biden didn't put any
hold-
boots on the
honey,
ground. He pulled us out,
honey.
even though
Linda,
Trump's deal did it.
listen, Linda, listen.
My name's not Linda. It's Bumblebee. Get it right.
Linda, listen, Linda. So
My
we
name's
have
not
had
Linda. It is Bumblebee. Get it right. Say it right now.
Had people stationed.
It is
had-
Bumblebee. Get it right.
Why are you so
Okay,
Sorry, I
disrespectful
don't
to
deal with
women?
little men who can't comprehend that 2 things can be wrong at the same time.
Ma'am, we
I don't
have
deal with
had-
men who have the IQ below 75. Sorry, I don't deal with
You're
men
insulting.
with below IQ. Yeah, because you have a below,
You're
you
lying,
don't
bro.
cognitively understand that 2 things can be bad
Everybody
at
else
the
were
same
insulting,
time.
But yeah,
You don't understand that
Let
2 things can be
people
wrong
up.
at the same time. You can't
Well, that's
cognitively
what
connect
you
the
lie,
2
bro.
dots.
this is ridiculous. You're having her sit here. I've been good the whole entire life.
I
Yeah,
definitely
you
think
called, and you know what? You
I
called
haven't-
Ellie a bitch.
I
So
haven't
yeah,
crashed
of course
out.
I'm
I've been
going to
nice.
insult your
And
intelligence.
idiots-
I'm sorry. We
Period.
shouldn't have to deal with
Her.
men that have below room temperature IQ, but here we are.
Why your husband left you and you have no.
I don't have a husband.
Finish and
I
use
don't
your
need a man
dildo?
in my life. I'm sorry. Dick ain't that good.
That why you use your dildo because you want to have
Sorry,
like.
men ain't that fun. Sorry, honey.
I was
I
gonna
don't
say-
use any of those things.
Yeah, so the thing about this is you don't understand. Like, I tried telling you that I disagree with Biden. I disagree with the Libya airstrikes. I disagree with all of it. I disagree with the Iraq war. The thing is, I wasn't even born when the Iraq war happened. I was a child under Obama. So that's gonna be the only difference, and you like weren't able to understand that. So
And again, 2 things can be wrong at the same time. 2 wrongs don't make a right. You know, Obama was wrong for, doing what he did without congressional approval. Yes. Was he wrong for doing that? Absolutely. Do we, discredit him for that? Yes. We say, hey, he did it. It was wrong. But guess what? When Trump does it, it's wrong too. Like, it's still not right. And on top of that, he's doing it multiple times. You know, like, again, we can criticize our leaders for doing things that we don't want them to. On top of that, this is Iraq 3.0. We've already been to Iraq 3 times. We did it in the 50s, we did it in the 70s, and now we're doing it in 2026. Like, our involvement has led to their destabilization every single time. I mean, shoot, the Afghanistan thing, you know, we went in there, we did all what we did, and guess what? We still have terrorists in there. You know, like, it doesn't make any sense why we keep going into these places, wasting our tax dollars, wasting our manpower, you know, wasting American citizens' lives for the same thing over and over again that we know does not work.
I mean,
Why keep sending money into something that doesn't work?
we're the reasons why, like, the regime in Iran is in place right now, because there was a democratically elected supreme leader who just didn't want to open their oil shipments like to the rest of the world, and then we started a coup in like 1953, and then that led to like years of like civil war.
It's not even
Iran.
that they didn't want to. It's not even that they didn't want to, like, you know, they didn't want to open it up. They didn't want. They wanted to capitalize it on for themselves.
Right, for their own economy and their own their own market, and America didn't like that, so we started a coup, an American-backed coup, and that led to where we are today. The American empire has a lot of blood in their hands, all for oil, all for war money, and all for literally
Nothing.
those two things, oil and war money. This empire has blood on their hands, just like Cuba, just like Venezuela, just like literally many other territories.
Yeah, on top of that, we're now insolvent as a country. Our debt is so large, we will never fix it. Like, we should be focusing on our own national debt, not other people's problems. When there's no money in the bank to pay for your fucking, like, your college tuition and the food on your table, maybe you shouldn't spend it on foreign wars. You know, that's just basic economics. You know, like, if I don't have enough money to pay Peter, I don't go and rob Paul. You know, for that same money. You know, I don't, you know, beg my parents, hey, I need money, and then go blow all that money at the gambling machines.
Analogies.
Like, I don't know, like, I'm 27 years old. I've had to figure this shit out from, like, the ground up. It amazes me.
It's Jeremiah's frozen.
Yeah, I'm frozen. My phone died.
Okay.
Fuck. Shit.
Oh,
My
no.
phone died. I'm gonna hit a restart so that I can like plug in my phone. It's I gotta get the charger. I'm gonna hit a restart anyway so we can get pushed. I'll be back in like a minute and a half, y'all.
Well, this is the for the unemployment rate. This is what is under the Bureau of
Okay,
Labor.
wait, if you just want me to give you the unemployment rate, I can tell you the unemployment rate's gone up. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the unemployment rate has gone up. Did you know that? Okay. Hello?
Native born or
Overall.
no? Yes, overall, yes, sure. But for native born, has it gone up?
There is no specific data on that. It's unemployment overall.
Yes, there is
okay.
specific
If you want me to
data
look
on
at specifically, let me go to employment rate. Hold up. Just be quiet. You want me to go to employment rate of natural born U.S. citizens? Is that the only way you'll look at this? Are you going to respond? Is it the only way you'll
Yes.
engage with this?
No, I've been engaging with you the entire time.
You haven't, because I just referenced
I
job
have.
growth being lower,
Yeah,
and you can't mention
overall,
because like
yes.
if job growth overall is lower, that means it's got to be even less.
my entire
That means it has to be
position was
even
that
less
native-
for natural born U.S. citizens.
Look it up.
I have. You're the one that needed to look it up, and you couldn't find a source.
Can you see it? Please look it up.
I already looked it up.
Native-born,
I already looked it up. That's based on
unemployed.
the stuff. Yeah, if you look at the employment level, the level of growth is actually less. If you want to look at, actually, I'm looking at it right now. Employment level, native born, January, it was actually a higher.